I can try and find the post again.
Might be a good Jeopardy question.
That's the only one I remember that ever had any green on it, was the year that Juncos Racing fielded a team. And that was like the drivers and the crew chief scraping together the dollars. It was like this crazy low budget grassroots team, but they got in a DPI and actually did okay.
Wow.
I gotta run to the bathroom real quick.
So I just noticed on this fuel rig in the pits, there's a sign that says petroleum mixture highly flammable, no smoking or naked lights. I'm like, oh my.
I guess the lights have to have a cage on them.
Or be decently dressed.
Yeah, something like that.
So, Jeff, have you used any more or watched any more from the Plex server?
Yeah, I watched, until I fell asleep last night, the Bad Boys for Life. I gotta finish it.
Okay. I think it's awesome that you have Bob, like every episode of Bob Ross. Is it Bob Ross? Is that?
Bob Ross, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My son has gathered all those. I basically gave my son, my younger one, my credentials for Usenet.
Yeah.
Taught him how to use it, and he's just been going nuts with music and movies. He's helped the collection quite a bit. I taught him how to. He actually is he's kind of a software guy, Linux based. So he's came up with some cool options to remux videos and
really
shrink them and rename, and doing a lot of the, because I like my folders all tidy and whatnot. Yeah, this corner right here. No, it's the other one.
Yeah.
So there's some parts of that movie that they're speaking Spanish and I have no idea what they're saying. And I went to, you can usually pull down the subtitles, but it couldn't find them because that I guess the track name, the file name has a bunch of gibberish in it along with the name of the movie. So maybe that's why, I'm not sure, but it wouldn't pull subtitles. I thought that was odd. But we watched Call of the Wild one night with me and the fam, and it was great. I think you have your upload limit set to 8.
Okay.
8 megs.
It's whatever the default is.
Yeah. So it does some transcoding because of that limit. Like so like if like last night that was a 720 film. In order to fully show it in 720, it required a 14 meg upload. And if you don't have it, it transcodes. Which, I mean, it looked great to me. So, and I love the fact that it actually streams the Dolby Digital as well.
Yeah.
You get the full audio, which is I'm a big fan of the audio quality. So
I can adjust the settings because I've got plenty of bandwidth up.
yeah, jerk that sucker up to like maybe 15 then.
I just didn't know. I mean, it's whatever the default settings
Yeah.
when you know.
Well, and for a long time, I didn't know how that worked either. So, but with me buying a NAS, I've watched a lot of videos on the NAS and also on how to adjust Plex and like a lot of the settings.
Yeah.
And I've learned a great deal about how to do different things with it. And I mean, it's kind of crazy that, you know, I only have 40 up, and I mean, even I went ahead and opened mine up all 40. But even when you're have it set at that, if you look at your dashboard when somebody is streaming, it's barely using it. It's almost like the system needs to know it's available, but it doesn't use it all. So like even a full 1080 movie might be using 8 to 10 megs.
Huh.
Nowhere near the 40 limit, but it just has to have, it likes to know that it has it. And it just operates better. But I had one night I was hanging out with my wife, and I guess we were watching something on Netflix, and we paused, you know, bathroom break or something, and I just happened to grab I have a dashboard app on my phone, and I had 3 different people streaming from my server at one time.
Oh, that's cool.
And they were all streaming from, like, one guy that was the closest. He was streaming at like 14 megs up, and then the other 2 people were streaming at like 2 and 4. And I think that has something to do with what client they're using too, and what their bandwidth is. But it didn't affect me and what I was doing at all. I mean, I've even had people streaming when I'm racing, and it doesn't bother it. It's pretty crazy.
That is awesome. I guess it must like burst it out or something to fill up like the buffer, and then it kind of lays off of it or whatever.
Yeah, because once that buffer is full and rolling, I mean, you never have any issues. I mean, we didn't have a single issue watching a couple Sundays ago when we watched Call of the Wild.
I'll get in there, and if you want to send me the setting, I'll look around for it, but I can definitely turn it up.
Cool. It's handy. I know, like, I've got a buddy that's lives a couple hours away. He's got his set. He's got his fully open, and all his stuff just direct plays. It's beautiful. Matter of fact, the first night I watched, the night that you uploaded 42, I watched that first thing.
Oh, yeah.
I've been wanting to see that movie. And what's even better was, so I get everything Usenet, and I've been a subscriber to my Usenet service for like since 2004, so over 15 years. I got an email from them today. They're offering some sort of special that it's like a lifetime deal, and if you pay by the year, you get over 50% off your cost.
That's awesome.
So I've been paying like $14.95 for years a month, which I use the heck out of it. But now it's more like it's only $85 a year, and I get unlimited downloads. So it's on. And with having 36 terabytes of storage now, yeah.
Good gosh.
Yeah. I found a deal on 4 12 terabyte drives. those in a RAID 5. So it's 48 raw, and then in a RAID 5 it'll be just under 36 terabytes. The parity. I've got a couple old Time Machine boxes at the house that I use, but they're like 1 terabyte each. So I'll be switching over to those for backups.
Yeah, I've got about 12 terabytes in that whole. It's kind of like just a bunch of disks, but it's all span, that kind of weird Unix setup that I was talking about.
Yep.
I tell you what, on the TV side, if you guys, anybody who hasn't watched it, if you guys haven't seen Chernobyl, you should definitely check that out.
I so want to see that. Yeah,
it's on there. I've got it on there. I mean,
really? Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Look under the TV section.
A while
Man.
Well, I noticed you have what's that? There's a show that I've been wanting to watch too. It's Kevin Costner on
Yellowstone.
Yeah. Do you have you have season 1 of that too?
I've got season 1, 2, and then now like the 2 episodes of 3.
Sweet, yeah. I really want to see that. I heard it was good.
That's a really good show. That's one of my favorite shows right now. The cinematography on that is just incredible. I mean, it's
really?
It's amazing what they do with that show. It's kind of an interesting mix. I mean, it's it's got kind of this Western, feel, which is cool, but then it's also got like this, kind of business aspect, and I don't know. It's a lot of different things rolled into one.
Yeah, I like that. That's a neat mix, and I mean, really, anything that Kevin Costner's been in, I've always enjoyed.
Yeah,
even when he played
does
a
really
bad guy.
good job in there. All right, Posh, I'm going to see if I can catch you here.
Don't try too hard.
Usually I get slower when I do that.
Gosh, you guys are 10 seconds ahead of me.
I've been around here a time or two.
Yeah, this track is not easy.
It does have a good flow to it to me, kind of once you get used to it.
It almost feels to me like a mix between Road Atlanta and Road America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just got a 149, so I'm way off the pace. Have you guys got any adjustments, like setups that you're using or whatever? Or is he all running stock?
No, you got to turn the diff power down and the diff coast way up just to get a little bit more stability in the corners.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Yeah.
I up the front arrow a little bit.
All right, let me go back to pit. So let me look at this. I am not a setup guy. I completely suck at that. So you said diff power is up?
Down.
Down? Like how much down?
Like I have it down all the way because otherwise it just keeps spinning whenever I stomp the throttle, which I tend to do a little too much anyway.
And what about diff
I've got
coast?
mine on 18.
What about diff coast?
Turn it up until you stop spinning in the corners.
Oh. Okay, makes sense.
I've got mine at 5, but...
Really?
Yeah.
And you said you adjusted your arrow, Adam?
Yeah, just so I could get a little bit more front end grip turning in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like a pointy car.
Let's see if this helps my time at all. Wow, the sky is amazing right now. Sunset.
Yep. We were talking about that earlier.
I'm just hoping it doesn't get too dark too fast.
Well, we'll see.
Because I moved it up an hour from what I originally had it.
Yeah, I think it should be fine.
That was a nice drift, Greg.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, I pulled into the pits and jumped into your car just to ride along. That was fun.
That's one way to take that turn. I don't know if I can tell a difference on the diff coast. I was trying a higher value out.
I have mine on 50 and the diff power on 13. So I guess power setting is not all the way down. I might turn it down a little bit more just to, and
I've got mine down to 8.
Maybe I'll learn some throttle control someday.
Someday. Is today that day, though?
We'll find out, but I'm betting not.
I guess we will find out. And it gets daylight in a hurry.
It's weird that it doesn't just jump to the correct time. It actually
Right?
advances to the correct time. Look at that moon set, man. It's crazy.
That's nuts. I think it's cool that the looks like the balloon is moving, maybe.
Yeah, they move around. The engines and the balloons actually fire, so at night you'll actually see them light up.
Legit.
I didn't realize they moved. That's pretty sweet.
Occasionally they even land, which is really distracting if they choose to land on the track.
What?
I've never
Have you seen that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's funny.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Everyone got squarely on the start.
Yeah.
Run away.
I almost spun out at the start. It's like
Well, I saw you go hard left.
I tried to dump it into second and it just dove. It was weird. On your right here, Jeff.
Take it. Take it, don't break it. Oh! Yeah, that's a turn. I love the sign. Download the IMSA app.
Yeah, I forget what year's IMSA weekend it was, but all the signage is based on photographs of an actual IMSA weekend at VIR from I think 2015 or 2016.
It's awesome.
And if you have penalties turned off so you can drive back into the paddock area, or if you just pause and go into free cam and go into the paddock, the transporters that are parked back there have your pit board signage on them.
Really?
Yeah, so if you have a custom skin that has a custom like pit board, your transporter truck will have that design on it.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
I don't know if the balloons are the same for everybody, but there's one right over the entrance to the uphill S's now, like
Yeah.
maybe 100 feet off the ground.
Oh no, that's not the same for me.
Yeah, I don't have that.
And I spun it out of Oak Tree again. That's fun.
I'm coming for you guys.
I think by the time you guys catch me, I'll actually be able to drive. So maybe.
That's fair.
And I'll race with you guys one lap down.
You're reeling me in, Greg.
Slowly. You keep beating me on this turn down here. I can't seem to quite get anything on you up here. Oh.
Yeah, I downshifted one too many and it locked up.
Lucky you didn't find yourself in the trees there then.
Yeah, it was kind of sketchy there for a second.
Has there ever been a Formula One race here?
I don't know. I don't think so.
This track reminds me of a race I saw the replay of back in the Senna days.
We both got squarely.
Yeah. Just trying to dump it coming out of that turn. And what's that, Jeff?
Oh, this track just reminded me of a race that I saw a replay of, highlights. Senna and another guy, and they were just back and forth on a track that seemed very similar to this.
If I remember correctly, the very first race sanctioned by IMSA was here
Really?
in like 1960 whatever.
So, Jeff, I think I saw the end of that race you were talking about. Was it Laguna Seca with the Corvette and the Porsche trying to finish?
Yes.
And they wreck in the last turn? Yeah,
Yep.
I actually watched that video the other night. I just randomly found it.
Yep. The Corvette was catching the Porsche, and would have passed him, but the Porsche cut him off and put him in the wall.
Squeezes him to the wall.
Yep. I was there at that race.
Really? Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
I saw that. Yep. It was so both of my boys, when they were 11, 12 age, I told them both, it's like, look, anywhere you want to go in the United States, you choose. We're going to take a father-son trip. And part of it was kind of we had a tape series by gosh, what was his name? I can't remember his name. But anyway, it was a tape series, and it was called Preparing for Adolescence. And it basically was something to help parents talk to their kids about adolescent stuff. And so that was what this trip was about. And whether my oldest son wanted to go to Washington, D.C., so we drove. My youngest son wanted to go to Legoland in California, so we flew. And we kind of made a weekend of it, a long weekend, like all over the coast of California, from basically Legoland in San Diego to Monterey to San Francisco.
I thought you were going to say, oh, sorry, son. You said Legoland? I thought you said Laguna Seca.
Well, and so that was we put that in there. Because we were going that direction, I had a friend out there that lived in Palo Alto. And so we kind of worked together and made it a fun trip that included we planned it around the Laguna Seca race because he and I both love this type of racing. So we hit that race, and
Wow.
got to see it. Got to see the crash. You know, and the hatred of Flying Lizard Porsche team back in the day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was.
They were like,
I've driven by where that track is, but I've never been into it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, you have to climb some hills to get there.
Adam is like drifting around here.
So about that time configuration, Jeff.
Yeah, I think it's off, man. It's going to get dark here in a minute. You know, it looks great here, though, with
Oh, it
things
looks
on the track lit
amazing.
up. Yeah. But this car ain't got no headlights, y'all. It's going to get sketchy toward the end.
Navigate by the stars.
Yeah, okay. You wait. I tried it. Of course, I don't know the track as well. So maybe Pasha and you guys will do better.
Well, the good news is if you have Sol turned on to use actual weather for the date on the calendar, I think it's close to a full moon now, so it should light up the track pretty well.
We shall hope.
Pasha's just having like a Sunday drive up here up front. Adam and I keep exchanging second
We're
place
swapping
here.
back.
I keep sliding through the same turn every time. I must forget it's coming. I had a good 5 laps in a row, just back to back to back to back. Great. And now I can't seem to hit that corner for nothing.
It's not even full dark, and I've already lost 2 seconds.
Yeah, we still got 8 minutes to go. You guys have almost lapped me. This is not good.
I wish I could flash my brights at you.
But now you can see the flash bulbs from the crowd as they take your picture when you drive by.
That's true. I feel famous.
Yeah, I won't know when you guys are coming up on me because I won't see your headlights. And you guys won't see my brake lights.
I did notice on these cars, if you hit the headlight button, it does turn on the marker light on the back at least.
Oh, yeah? I knew what that button was.
Marker lights on.
This is when Jeff goes around and spends a lap knocking all the signboards down so he can't use them as visual aids.
Nice.
It's dark, I'm blind, and I no longer have braking points.
Yeah, I can't see nothing.
So, Jeff, I actually cranked up my night darkness to 300.
Oh,
with
wow,
Sol.
you're already here.
See
Whoa,
just fine.
Oh, sorry.
that was...
Oh,
Sorry.
shit. Sorry.
I did not expect you to catch me that
Tried to
fast.
stop.
Oops. Oh, there was a button.
Apparently, I didn't either.
Hey, what's
Sorry, man.
the blue light on the left side of the dash?
That tells you your marker light is on. I see it
Okay.
flashing ahead of me.
Okay, cool. Just started hitting buttons.
So if it's flashing, it's off. If it's solid, it's on, right?
Sounds all right.
On your left there, Jeff.
Oh, take it. Go ahead. I'm letting you have it. Oh, that's the marker light. Oh, that's cool.
Follow my beacon.
Oh, I'm following you, man. Whoop. Okay, so you can't take the signs out. You just drive through them.
Did you try?
Nope. Missed the turn because I can't see. I just drove right through one. Now, Pasha is gone, and I'm just guessing where to turn.
On your right.
Whoa! Okay! You already have my front right quarter panel. On your right!
I was on your left too there. We
Yeah.
kind of went both sides.
We split them.
Oh, yeah, you don't have a marker, Greg, so I can just
sorry.
barely see the white of your car.
I'm just like a thief in the night.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take this turn better. Okay, that's cool.
Look at the lighting on this pit lane, though.
I think I want to go to
It's
pit so I
so
can see.
radiant.
Oh my gosh, it is dark, dudes. Oh my
Moon's
gosh.
coming up, though.
Adam, I swear, I get excited to see you spin a little bit, and then I'd do the same thing.
Where's all the rednecks at with their campers, man? They would help light up the place at least.
The camping area is too far into the infield.
Fix that. I can still read Nissan, so it's not totally dark. Oh, that's grass. You know, when it's 10 o'clock at night at the racetrack and you're trying to get to the bathroom and they don't have the lights on because there is none in the campground area, that's what this feels like. Yeah.
We need a headlamp mod. Oh no, did you miss the turn, Greg?
Yes, I did, and I'm like done. I'm like, I don't know,
I saw
quarter
you
mile
just
off the track.
go
at this
straight.
point.
Oh, at least the break point markers show up.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I'm complete toast at this point.
Yep. That's grass.
I was gonna push on you that last lap, Adam, but not meant to be.
Yeah, you were right behind me.
Where's the track? Oh, there's a track.
I don't know what happened. I turned the wheel, but it just went straight.
My tires are like in the red right now. I don't know about you guys.
My back ones are
Yeah,
fading for
I'm
sure.
I'm in
Yeah.
the 50s.
Mine are still yellow. Fronts are green.
You know, if only we could come to the pits and get a headlight mod.
Hi guys, my first win at one of these Wednesday nights.
Nice.
Nice
job.
job. Oh man. We all had pretty closely matched times there. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, Adam. I mean, there's
Yeah,
a
that
lot
was.
of back and forth on that.
I think this next one's going to be even closer.
I'll try not to spin out at the start.
So yeah, night racing at VIR with cars with headlights would be amazing.
Yeah, for sure. We should do this track again.
I like it. I will say.
In the daylight.
No, same time, just a car with headlights.
The Nissan GTR GT3s.
Yeah,
they would work.
that'd be fun.
I'm gonna have to jump once we finish this one. I'm at East Coast time, so.
Oh yeah, it's really late there.
That's all right.
So Jeff, are we racing Mugello at on your server next week?
Yes,
Is that the
sir.
setup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I've got a setup for it. I was ready to go tonight on that.
Did you see Jimmy Broadbent's video where he was testing the F1 2020 car at Mugello?
No.
Yeah.
That was he's like, these corners shouldn't be flat out, but they are. I'm scared.
I'll
Yeah,
have to
when
check
we
it
did
out.
our F1 race there, that track's intense.
Yeah, we did the Porsche LMP ones there. That was terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, my back's hurting.
Oh, I see why you wrecked on the last lap, Greg. You just want to be on pole.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not quite sure how I ended up on pole, but
I think
I'll
maybe you
say-
didn't finish.
no, I did.
Woo-wee! On your left.
Yep, gotcha. Man, you got a good run off of that turn.
The draft also.
I gotcha.
Okay.
I think we both braked. It's like, who was going to do it? And then all I saw was Adam fly off.
See you guys.
That stinks, man.
Yeah.
Did you not take the start, Jeff?
I was monkeying around with something and wound up not hitting the button.
Oh,
So
I
my
shot you
controls
to the
were locked
midst.
for 38 seconds, I think it was. I really don't need to race this entire race anyway. I have to be up at 5 in the morning, so we have a part of this project that I was working on tonight. We have to go in the office tomorrow and have hands on some things. And so it'll be my first time in the office in like 3 months. Or more, maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah, that would be about the same for me.
Yep, that's grass again.
Just can't seem to get that last turn quite right.
Yeah, they're both really hard.
And of course, the two most difficult corners on the track open up onto the two biggest straights. So you just have to get them right, or else you lose like a second.
Yep. It's that horseshoe one for me that I just can't seem to get a good pull off of coming out of it. Nice pull off that turn, Pasha.
Thank you. Sweet.
Damn. Nice job.
Did you get into 139?
Yeah, but so did you.
Yeah, you both did.
I'm just following.
He's just sitting back there waiting for me to crack.
I can do that pretty good myself. Stay on the road here.
Ugh.
Retro.
I didn't lose the car, but I lost my lap. And the grass again.
That was an exciting trajectory through Oak Tree. The front and rear tires had a brief disagreement as to who wanted to be in front.
Is there a second pit lane?
Yes, there are actually
on the
3 pit lanes.
backside.
Oh, wow.
It's set up so that the north and south halves of the course can be run concurrently. They can shut off the north end and the south end and run races at the same time. And so
Oh, that's cool.
the south course pits are there on the back straight, which becomes the front straight.
I see. So where's the third pit then?
That's on the Patriot course, which is on the infield.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So the cut throughs when they cut it up into a north course and south course,
Yeah.
those are part of an infield called the Patriot course, and they can shut that off and run it by itself as well.
Interesting.
Keep him talking, Adam.
Yeah, I know, right? That was just me messing up there.
Tell me more about this Patriot course.
All right, you guys have fun. I'm out of here.